Hello everyone and welcome. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm High Priestess May. I am an initiated priestess or Mambo in the 21 divisions, and I'm a spiritist, clairvoyant, and Caballo de Misterios. I also do tarot, so welcome. I wanted to do this video as an update. I will be updating all my videos on the mysteries because they want me to change it from just the experience of my ancestors with them to my own experience with them and the things that I offer them. So a lot out there on the internet, you're gonna get a lot of different information about what to offer the mysteries, what they are like. But here I'm just gonna explain what my experience has been, and that may be different from other people's. But that has just been my experience building a relationship with these mysteries, and from my own personal experience and exposure to them. Like I've said multiple times before, I've been exposed to these mysteries since I was a child. But when I became a priestess, I had to learn to build a relationship with them myself. I've had a relationship now for over 10 years with these mysteries. So they've asked me to update all of my videos on them. So these will be the new videos that will be posted on my page. This video is going to be about Metrezili Freda. So many of you may know Metrezili Freda as being a Hrada Loa. She is a mystery of love, of luxury. She is very coquette, as they say. She's very happy. She's usually very, very loving. She is, to me, the ultimate empath. I really relate to her because I'm an empathic person, and when I'm overwhelmed by negative energy or sadness or sorrow, I just start crying. And that's how she is, because she has explained to me that crying is a way to move energy. It's a way to move stuck energy in our body. And a lot of the times when she mounts, she will come in and she'll be very happy. But then all of a sudden she realizes like all of the horrors and all of the sorrows and all of the sadness of the world, and they overwhelm her. So she'll just leave in tears. She is a beautiful Loa. She is a wonderful mystery to work with. She does require a lot, but she does it out of love. She loves the finer things in life, and I don't blame her because I like fine things too. I tend to offer her anything pink, anything gold. She loves it. So her colors are pink, gold, white, and baby blue sometimes. She doesn't always like baby blue. She prefers the pink and the white and the gold primarily when I work with her. And she likes the blue when she's working with healing energies, when she wants to kind of balance her empathic abilities or her sorrows. You might hear out there that she's spoiled or that she's selfish or whatever, but that's not true. Usually that perception comes from people who are not used to dealing with empathic beings, who are not used to dealing with empaths. Those of us who are empaths out there will understand this, that when we get overwhelmed with energy, we just want to pull back, and that's what she does. And also she doesn't want anyone building a relationship with her just for what they want to get from her. And she teaches that a lot. She teaches about self-care. She teaches about self-love when she speaks with me. Whenever I'm having a terrible day, I can go to my altar and sit with her and have a conversation, and I receive messages from her in response to my conversations with her, either through my clairaudient ability, or in dreams she'll bring me messages and just say, even sometimes it's just a phrase. So I'll be sitting there talking to her for hours or minutes or whatever, and she'll just say a phrase that kind of like solves the whole problem for me. I was talking to her the other day about a certain problem that I was having, and she just said to me, you know what, sometimes we have to just realize that people are who they are and things are what they are, and we can't do anything to change it in this moment. All we can do is be our best. So that really like solved the problem for me in that moment, because it made me understand the situation I was going through. So that's the type of advice that she gives. It's not that she doesn't care about the horrors of the world. In the opposite, she feels them so strongly that the only thing she can do sometimes is numb them out and pretend that they don't exist sometimes, in order to be able to cope with it and be able to do her work as the energy that she is. Okay. And I speak about her like she's a very personal energy, and she is. To me, she's always been a very personal energy. Whenever she mounts for me, a lot of people will say she'll come fast and go, but in my experience with her, whenever I've seen her in cabeza and either my elders or when she's come through and channeling for me, my experience with her is that if you're the right person, if you're the right child for her, if you're her child, she will come to you. If you're her child, she will answer any questions you have. She doesn't have a problem answering those questions. So this might be a different experience for me than a lot of other people. And I will always stand up for Metrezili Freda. She is not spoiled. She is not rotten. She simply exemplifies something which is not common in a lot of the cultures that she is honored in, which is self-respect, self-care, self-love, the unlimited mindset that anything is possible. You can have anything you want as long as you put your mind to it. You can own anything you want. You can have anything you want. That's really her mindset. And that's really what she tries to teach her children. And I feel like a lot of people misunderstand what her teachings, and they just think that she just wants and wants and wants things and is never satisfied. That's not my experience with her. My experience with her is, if there's something that she wants and I can't afford it, I will tell her, like, if you help me afford this for as long as I can afford what you want, I will give it to you. And yes, she does like the finer things in life, but you know what? The more finer things she asks for, the more finer things she brings into your life. The more abundance she brings into your life. She's been detrimental, along with my other mysteries, and helping me in all of my business ventures and all of the things, my abundance, my mindset about money, my mindset about abundance, and realizing that the universe is abundant and the universe is there to provide everything for us if we are open to it. That is her mindset. That is why sometimes for someone who doesn't have the means or doesn't trust her enough, that may come off as her being spoiled or her wanting. But if you have that deal with her that as long as you can afford it, you'll give it to her, she will help you afford it. She will make sure that you can afford to keep up with her. So that is why it's important to build a relationship with these mysteries, because when you build a relationship with them, you'll realize that they are there to help you. Everybody has a good and a bad side. That's the great thing about working with spirits, is that you learn the balance of the good and the bad. Yes, she loves a lot of things, but she also helps you attain them. The things that I like to offer her are tea. She loves tea. She loves things like hibiscus tea. She loves floral teas, at least in my experience. She loves honey candles. Beeswax candles. She loves anything pink. Like I said, I offer her pink flowers, rose quartz. I like to offer crystals because of my indigenous background. I work with crystals, so I offer her crystals like rose quartz, like pink tourmaline, anything that is heart related, self-love related. I offer her those things. She loves tea sets because she loves the French decor. So I usually get her like tea sets and stuff like that. So she has a very flirty energy, very happy energy. And like I said before, yes, she can sometimes be emotional, but that is because she cares so much that it brings her to tears. And that is why she's associated and synchronized with the Virgin of Sorrows in the Catholic Church. In the Catholic realm, because the Virgin of Sorrows in the Catholic realm, if you know anything about that saint, the Virgin of Sorrows is a depiction of Mary where she is in sorrow and in grief for all of the horrors of the world, which is very similar to Metrezili, which is the reason why she was even synchronized with her. So if you would like to work with Metrezili Freda, not everyone can work with her. You can ask her to step forward for you. If she is your mother, if she is meant to be one of your guides, she will come to you in a dream and she'll show herself to you if she's meant to work with you. I do not recommend trying to work with her if she never comes to you. That is extremely disrespectful and you might end up getting yourself in a lot of trouble. Another thing, a lot of people say she doesn't get along with Ezilidanto, or to keep her away or to not have them in the same house. I have found that that's not an issue as long as you don't light their candles at the same time. Lighting their candles opens the portal for them to come through, and that's something that's very well known. And so what I have experienced is that they do not like, you can have them in the same house. You need to have them in separate altars, kind of away from each other, but don't light their candles at the same time. Don't go to them for advice at the same time, because all that will happen is that the energies will kind of bicker back and forth. And as a medium, I experience it because I see the dead, and I'm a spiritist, so I see the dead. So I kind of experience and hear their arguments a little bit, but as long as you don't light their candles at the same time, you can be a child of both Ezilidanto and Metrezili Freda, and they seem to have no problem with it as long as you don't come to them at the same time for your situation. So again, I made this video not to encourage just anybody to work with her, but to bring you my own personal experience with specifically Metrezili Freda, and to give you a little bit of information on what to offer her, because she has asked me to give a little bit of an idea of what to offer her. Another offering that she really seems to enjoy is macaroons, which is the French cookie, and she loves those. Obviously, she loves anything that's luxurious. But here's a little tip. If you can't afford solid gold, she'll take gold plating. So that's my last tip for you on Metrezili Freda. Again, I love this mystery. She's an amazing mystery to work with. But obviously, like every mystery that has a beautiful, wonderful side, she can also have a bad side if you get on her nerves. So be very careful, and make sure that you are respectful and that you are coming with good, pure intentions when you approach her. And remember, not everyone is meant to work with her, as she only works with her children. Many blessings.